watching Wake Up Today.
It is National Consumer Protection Week, and the Better Business Bureau is sharing important information to help Hawaii residents stay safe. The BBB says it's seen a rise in reports of fraudulent business practices, but they're also seeing a real impact from fraud prevention efforts. Now, joining us now is Cameron Nakashima with the Better Business Bureau. Cameron, say it ain't so. Fraud is on the rise again. First of all, what does the National Consumer Protection Week mean from the Better Business Bureau's perspective?
Yeah, good morning, Brian. Well, so we want people to feel empowered and protected when it comes to them being able to protect their money and personal information. And so that's really what Consumer Protection Week is all about. It's actually something that the FTC started, and Better Business Bureau has been a big supporter of. And so, it's really about education and prevention when it comes down to it. And BBB works round the year to bring important information to consumers to help them know how to protect themselves when they're out in the marketplace. And this is something that's really important, not just across the board, but specifically here in Hawaii. Just in the past 12 months, so since last March, Better Business Bureau has received more than 600 reports from people in Hawaii reporting fraudulent activity to our scam tracker. And for reference, that is a 200% increase over what we saw the year previously. Now, the good news is that because so many of these people are sharing their stories, they're reporting in a public forum, it's helping others to know what to avoid. And what we've seen is in those reports, they've told us that combined, Better Business Bureau has helped people avoid more than $1.4 million in attempted scams here in Hawaii.
You know, it is great news. You mentioned a 200% rise, 600 reported cases. Great news that people are checking first and avoiding money losses. So what scams are most common right now? What should our viewers be watching out for, Cameron?
So broadly speaking, there's two major categories to be aware of and to be eagle-eyed about. So the first one is really the most common that we see, and that would be imposter schemes. And we've talked about this on the program before, but they can take all kinds of different shapes and sizes. And so we've got things like online stores that are impersonating legitimate brands, but you can also see fake government imposters. Maybe they'll send you a text message or set up a website, or even send you or call you on the phone pretending to be law enforcement or something like that. It's very common. And then also just fake services. So you think that you're getting IT support from a legitimate company, and you're really not. So in most cases, the dollar amount on these is what we would consider to be lower. It's maybe a few $100s, a few $1,000s. What they're really after in most of these cases, in addition to your money, is your personal private information that they can later use for identity theft. And that's where they can really start making some money from opening up like accounts in your name. The other category is more financially devastating, and this would be investment scams. And investment scams, this can be investments in crypto. It could be something that looks like a local investment opportunity that you've run across online, or it could be something a little bit more relational, where maybe there's a romance element, a friendship element, a mentor element. These have been named pig butchering because they'll convince people to pretty much liquidate all of their savings and invest into these fake investment opportunities. And these often involve a person kind of at the driver's seat as the fraudster leading it, but it also involves a fake business that the person is investing or handing their money into. And so those are the big ones to watch out for.
Okay, so protecting our personal information, watching out for these scams that could liquidate our assets. So what practical steps can people take right now to protect themselves?
So a couple of things that people might think of when it comes to identifying scams. Some of the red flags in the past aren't as applicable, unfortunately, today anymore. So things like looking at a website, and if it looks a little bit off, then that's the red flag. Unfortunately, with advances in technology and AI, websites and logos can look really, really legitimate, and it only takes the fraudster maybe a day to put that all together. Even something like when you look at caller ID and it looks like it's coming from a legitimate source, scammers are able to spoof caller IDs. So a lot of these red flags in the past aren't as helpful as they used to be. So it really comes down to a shift in consumer behavior in order to have that really solid consumer protection on your side. And so one of the main things that we tell people to do is validate that if somebody's reaching out to you through call, email, text message, validate that they are who they say they are, and that the organization is legit. Verify that contact information before providing any personal information, even if it's a more basic personal information. Regarding investment schemes, make sure you slow down anytime that there's this great opportunity. And what we recommend is talking to a loved one. And they might have actually heard about some red flags as you're describing the situation to them. They're on the outside and they can hear some things that maybe because you're so close to the situation, you're not catching on to, and they can say, hey, maybe you should dig into this more. So inviting others in before you invest a ton of money is always a really, really smart idea. And then lastly, we say, lead with trust, start with trust, always look up the business, especially if you're not familiar with them, or when you do feel like you're in a rush, whether it's to invest or buy something online, slow down and double check that business out. You can use bbb.org. You can also look them up on the FTC's website or check with the Attorney General's office to see if there's been any reports of fraudulent behavior with those businesses. It's always a really smart thing to look at that, see what the reputation is before you give any of your personal information or your money. And those small habits can really go a long way to improving your own consumer protection habits this week.
Cameron, it sounds like the key is to slow down, do a little research beforehand. As always, Cameron Nakashima from the Better Business Bureau, mahalo. We will see you next week. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right, well, stick around. Coming up, a quick check of morning traffic conditions. And, of course, just ahead, Brady will have that full forecast. Keep it right here. Wait.